I'm going to react to the trailer. I think everyone's going to react to the trailer. There's going to be so many reactions. Okay, so it's a minute and 44 seconds long. So this is the Iron Lung final trailer. Let's have a look.
I see that question in your eyes. For what purpose do we remain alone in the dark?
Beginning the descent. Cruising depth in roughly 2 minutes. Stand by.
I ask myself that very same question.
I'm seeing some voltage irregularities on the instrument, so keep an eye out for sparks or flames or anything like that.
Why would there be flames? You did test this thing, right?
This is the test. Closing porthole shielding.
Where's the reason for this quiet rapture? Too few to rebuild, too many to feed.
You're the first one down. All we have are surface scans, that's why you're there. Well, one of the reasons.
Oh dear.
Can we just agree this is important? Food, air. We need this, not just the COI, all of us. We need this.
There aren't enough of us left to be throwing lives away, but there is too much at stake not to take calculated risks. Eden doesn't understand that. You don't understand that.
I just want to live. Is that so wrong?
Okay.
Why doesn't anybody else want that?
Okay. Interesting. So, nothing really looked out of place. It still has that digital film feel, so everything's very clean. I feel like this is the perfect film or style of film where film grain would add to the feel of the film, you know, because film grain only is seen when it's a dark, dimly lit sort of setting. Yeah, it feels like it needs more like a more grungy visual, but I know that a clean looking visual probably performs better in the box office. Because if you look here, this is all fine. These lights, they all need to be dimmed. Like, I think this is a new ship, but I think it needs to like it should be, they should just be more dim. Overall, the trailer's really well made. I really sets you up for what will be awful, an awful time. Because if you know the story of the game, you are a convict who is lowered in an iron lung, a sealed metal tube with very few instruments inside, and lowered to the bottom of a blood ocean and told to take pictures. I don't know how much the film cost to make, but I know it took a long time. I like that the music's done by Andrew Holschult. I don't think I've ever said his name out loud. Yes, some things just look too clean. There's not much they can do about it now, but some things just look too clean. Like this is fine. Because it's dusty, you know? It's new, so I guess the pipes being new would be all right. But you know, when you look at the outside of like the iron lung itself, the casing is just scraps of metal welded together, but the inside looks clean. You know what I mean? It's easy to say this stuff in hindsight, by the way, after it's all done. They don't need me as a consultant in any of this. But I'm excited for him to finally release the film. Like, this shot's really good. This shot's really good because it's dark. There's a bit of green on his face from the UI. His hair's disheveled. He's not got a 5 o'clock shadow. He's got 3 weeks worth of 5 o'clock shadow there. But when you look, the iron lung itself, just a disheveled mess. The inside of it, for me, you ever see the images of like a submarine from World War I and the amount of valves and shit that were in there? I know it's not what the inside of the game was like, but it should have had some of those features. No idea what the game is about, but the concept, it feels very SCP. If you have time, I'd watch, it's only like 40 minutes long, but watch Markiplier play Iron Lung. The setting is very unique. There is not, like, these guys have obviously stretched it out. I don't know whether the whole film is about Mark losing, like Mark's character losing his mind because he's in a tube at the bottom of an ocean by himself. It's going to be a very difficult task for Mark to be able to carry a film when he's got such, I wouldn't say limited acting experience, limited acting experience on this level. But he sounds like he's doing a great job. Maybe they gave him a backstory and then the last 40 minutes are actually the story from the game. Maybe. Even if you made the film an hour and a half long, that 40 minutes where he's like, I don't know whether he's actually talking to someone there. The LED's coming on, but I don't know. No, yeah, I'm on board with this. It's cool. No, his depth is not low enough. So yeah, he's probably talking to someone there. Yeah, it might well be. There might well be a lot more going on. Like the backstory of him, the backstory of the lung, the backstory, like, I don't think they should try and explain the blood rapture that they're talking about. I don't think they should explain that at all. Didn't all the stars go out? Like all the stars just disappeared and then there were random blood oceans appearing? It's a very strange concept to try and figure out. You should be in that situation. There should be no explanation. No one knows what's going on. It's just a terrifying thing that's happened. And they're sending people who basically are being sentenced to death into these oceans to collect information so that people can understand it without these people ever making it home. Let people's mind create the fit. Yeah, exactly. You don't even need to hint at anything. It just needs to be where you sit. But yeah, I like, it looks good. It looks good on screen, right? It's a very photogenic man. Old Mark. He's not even old. I'm older than he is. Young Mark. Handsome bastard, great voice. I'm trying not to pick fault with it, but I'm just expressing how I would have done things differently. But I'm kind of excited to see him release this film that he's been working on for a long time. I think this is his second serious project, though. Love the logo, by the way. Yeah, I think this is his second serious thing. His first serious thing was Edge of Sleep, and it looked like he put a lot of effort into that. Never watched the show. I'd say that's not against the show. I never give myself time to watch anything now, but some of the shots in this trailer, very nice. Very nice. As we said earlier, I wish it looked grittier, but I understand why they would go with a more cleaner aesthetic, because cleaner makes it feel like it's higher quality and people go and see it based on that. Okay. Right, I'm done now. Thanks very much, everybody. There you go. I did a little bit of film critiquing. Hope you found that enjoyable. I'm going to go. Thank you very much.